Cam Ward in Miami looked really good this past Saturday against Florida. And for this video, I want to go ahead and highlight two plays particularly from this game. The first being this touchdown pass to Restrepo near the end of the first half. And then the second one in the middle of the third quarter, this 3rd and 10 conversion that Cam Ward was able to drop the ball in directly to Horton over the top of the corner and away from the safety. And the reason I want to highlight this 3rd and 10 play in particular is because, to me, this is the type of play that would go on clinic tape that you would take and show other coaches what it is exactly that you're talking about. So let's go ahead and talk about both of these plays. All right, so here is the Restrepo touchdown just before the half. And the reason I want to talk about this play is because it's basically a gut punch to the Gators. They had just scored a touchdown. They got back within 7. They hadn't played the best first half. So maybe they were thinking, hey, just regroup at halftime and we can go win this thing. And this touchdown just basically takes the wind out of their sails at this point. So let me go ahead and forward the play. You can see that Horton is going in motion and getting set up. And the routes on this play are basically the equivalent. If you've ever played college football 25 or Madden, this is basically a spot. It's basically the spot play, Z spot, X spot, something like that. If you've played those games, you know what I'm talking about. Horton's going to run the out route right here. Restrepo's running a corner route. And then we're going to have our spot route. So they're not doing it like it is, like other teams will do it, where generally the player going to the flat is coming underneath the two receivers that are running the spot and the corner, things like that. But it is basically the equivalent of that. And what Cam Ward is looking at is he's looking out here to the flat. He's looking to see if there's a defender on his flat receiver, the out route. And if not, then he's going to look to see if there's anyone over the corner route, and then work his way back down to the spot. So when you're watching the play, watch Cam Ward's head. Is he looking out there, making the adjustments based on his reads, going from there? So let's go ahead and run the play just so we can see what's talking about. I also want you to notice what the defenders are doing. It was mentioned in the broadcast. And this is just a hell of a throw by Cam Ward. He rifles it in there, but what I want you to notice, besides just the fact of his head turning, so let's go ahead and watch his head turn to start off with. But what I want you to notice is when he throws the ball. Notice his heads are turning. He knows who he's got. And the ball is basically coming out before Restrepo is even making his break on the corner route. So let's go ahead and watch it from a wider view so you guys can see that. Again, the defense, our safety right here, he is going with the out route. He's actually going to start going out with the out route. So that tells Cam Ward, hey, I have a chance here to Restrepo. I'm just going to go ahead and throw this ball right here immediately before he's coming out of his break. And I'm going to rifle into a spot where the safety has no chance to recover because his hips are turned one way to make the play. So let's go ahead. The ball has been thrown. Restrepo is finally turning, and the ball is in here. That's where the ball is. The ball's already on its way. Safety has no chance. Let me go ahead and rewind it just again so you guys can see again. When that ball is being thrown, the ball has been thrown. Restrepo is starting to turn his head, but Cam Ward's already made this decision. Look at the hips of the safety for Florida. He's already trying to turn back because the ball's on its way, and he realizes he's made a mistake. And so this is almost like a seam ball to the outside shoulder that's being thrown. Cam Ward's rifling it. He knows where he's got to put it. It's got to be on the right spot quickly so that the safety can't go back. There's no need to float the ball here. Just rifle it in. That's what he does. Restrepo catches it, touchdown. And remember, Miami was going to get the ball at the start of the second half. And so basically, with regards to this is almost, and they got a touchdown. They did get a touchdown on that next drive to start off the third quarter. This is basically a 2-score swing. So again, takes the win out of the sails for the Florida Gators, and they just gave up a touchdown. So now let's go to the 3rd and 10 play, the one that I'm saying I would use as clinic film, that I would show to other coaches as clinic film. I've talked about this multiple times with other people. I made a video about it with a BYU receiver, but the reason I want to talk about it is because it's a great ball by Cam Ward as he throws it over the corner and away from the safety. So we'll run the play just so you guys can see. It's a vertical go ball to Horton to the outside, and he just puts it right over the top, and it's easy for Horton to make the catch. Still has a lot of room to stay in bounds, and it's away from the safety. But what I want to go and highlight, besides Cam Ward's fantastic throw against and layering it over the top of the corner away from the safety, is I want you to highlight Horton's split right here. Okay? Horton is in what we would call a -3 split. What he's basically doing is he is 3 yards inside the top of the numbers right here. Remember, the numbers, the bottom of the numbers are 9 yards away. They're 9 yards away from the sideline. The numbers themselves can be 1 to 2 feet plus the 3 yards. So you're looking at like a 12-yard split being done here. And because he's got the 12-yard split, when he takes his release, he has some room to work with to the outside of the receiver. Corners are always taught, hey, use the sideline as a defender, push them to the outside, and that's what we're going to use that, keep them to the sideline, make it difficult for the quarterback to drop the ball into them. And so by taking the split that he's doing, Horton is actually going to allow enough space for Cam Ward to make that throw that he does. So let's go ahead and run the play. He's not going to allow himself to get knocked to the outside route here by the corner. We'll run the play. You can see he's going to push vertical, and that allows Cam Ward to lead him to the outside to where the corner has no chance, so the ball can come over the top, drop in if needs be. Safety can't get there, but it gives enough space for Cam Ward to work with on this play. There's a lot of times that you'll see where receivers don't take a good split. The corner has no room on the play, and then they're stepping out of bounds or they're barely getting a foot in bounds, but there's not a lot for the quarterback to work with. So this shows that Horton has been well coached on where he needs to be pre-snap to run this play. And that's why I want to highlight it, because this is perfectly clinical of, hey, I'm going to take a good split. I'm not going to allow myself to be pushed to the sideline. We'll take a tighter look at it. Notice he's not going to be pushed to the sidelines. He's allowing himself enough space. So now when the ball comes, he can drift to the sideline to make the catch, and he's not run out of the space on the sideline and out of bounds. And that's the kind of thing that if you can do consistently will really help your game. So if you're a young receiver and you're watching this video, that's something to look at. Talk to your coaches about, hey, what about doing this -3 split, all these types of things. And that's what you can look at. So this is the drive as well. After this play, 3 plays later, it's a touchdown pass by Cam Ward in the back of the end zone. But again, I want to highlight this play just because of how good it was with not just the pre-snap alignment, the execution of it, and it helped lead to another touchdown, another score for Miami in their rout of the Gators. So hopefully I did teach you something that you didn't know. Hopefully you enjoyed this content. Let me know your thoughts down below. If you did enjoy this type of video, please make sure to leave a like. If you enjoyed these videos, make sure to subscribe. I'll be doing these types of videos all season long. We'll see you next time, though. Have a great rest of the day. I do want to recognize the members of this channel at the booster level and above for their support. If you wish to have your name in a video just like this, make sure to check out the join link in the description below. Here on the end screen, you can see that there's another recommended video. Make sure to click that and watch it. Also, make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss out on any future breakdown videos. I hope you have a great rest of the day.